Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. It is once again time to fight a lot of Dark Elves. I think this should go well. The balance of power bar is, I think, even slightly in our favor, which bodes pretty well considering how negative that thing usually is about our success. Yeah, we can do this. Now they have their own artillery, but they're down to just one launcher. Hopefully we can clean that up quickly. They have 4 Hydras, but no Dragon, against only 6 Warp Lightning guns for us, so we'll probably be able to take out 1 Hydra before, especially if we start with the weakened one. We'll take out 1 Hydra before they can even meet our forces. And then this battle should go pretty similarly to the last one. These guys have a little bit of mounted archers, cavalry archers. It's kind of annoying. Their actual, melee core is not nearly as large or impressive, though. They only have 2 units of Blackguard and one of them is almost dead. This actually might go better than the last one went, despite our somewhat diminished capacity. Although, I suppose we have almost no Storm Vermin. It's okay, I have high hopes here. And the reinforcements, obviously, will be important. So we're probably, if it's the same map, we'll set up pretty much the same way, up on the hill. As far back away from them as we can get, while still having direct line of sight for the Warp Lightning cannons. And then, hopefully, this will have broken them enough. I don't know exactly what's happening back up north. Whatever it is, it seems to have pulled a lot of their attention. And I think we have to be very pleased about that. 24 is pretty great. Okay. So I want to do this exactly close enough to have those guys in range, right? We want to buy the maximum amount of time. Oh, but I have to watch the slope of the hill because Warp Lightning cannons need direct line of sight. So here is probably the best we're going to be able to do. Right? Actually, that's not even good. We had to be up here. I want them to be all in a single horizontal line. There we go. That'll have to do. Okay, the catapult can be considerably further back. I don't want it to be too much further back because they do have cavalry. Alright, so we'll grab a couple units of spears to react to a flank from the right. And then we'll set most of our other stuff over here. Put our monks behind. If they want to get smart, they can come and deal with this. Actually, we probably put these guys a little bit further to the side, right? Because if some dumb stuff happens, we get cavalried from the side or whatever. I'd rather they hit the normal plague monks than the censer bearers, who are a little bit more valuable. And then heroes. Yeah, and then reinforcements coming behind us. Pretty much the same thing. So let's make sure we have the Warp Lightning cannons targeted on this dude. Okay. And also, let's just put the Warlock Engineer right in these guys. They're pretty slow to turn around. It took them a while to realize what was going on there. We might be able to kill their artillery with random catapult fire, actually. In fact, they're quite shaken. Wow, these things regenerate very quickly. Oh, come on, just land on them one more time. Or if we accidentally hit them with a Warp Lightning, that would also work, probably. Stupid damaged catapults. Alright, here comes some more catapults. That's pretty good. Yeah, they're trying. Alright, we're starting to hit the edge of this guy's ability to regenerate. pretty good. They're not reacting particularly quickly here. Let's grab our ranged units. Group them up so that I can give them orders. You guys can be group 2. You guys can be group 1. Definitely want the storm vermin to move up to here as quickly as possible. You should probably just kind of get into the middle of the formation and you can figure stuff out after we get engaged. And for the most part, I'm actually fine with keeping these catapults out here. Let's have some melee group around them to protect them, but this will give a... Bless me. This will give the enemy cavalry something else to split off and worry about, which means less trouble for my main block, sort of. Okay. Yeah, it's actually really remarkable how slowly they're reacting to all of this fire. Kind of just letting me take this guy apart. Catapult's starting to hit good targets now. Are these guys... Okay, they're riding into us. Good. You know, Plague Monks are not totally ideal for receiving charges, but once the cavalry are in there, they do seem to stay in. You guys are moving forward more than I wanted. How about you just stop that? Just stop that. Just be right there. We'll move these guys around to make sure that we're still covering. Warlock Engineer hangs out over here. This Warlock Engineer, I guess, can just run up here because he's at least projecting a leadership aura. That's something. Here comes the ranged fire. Basically, we're just enduring. Okay, so there... I was considering just spawning guys back here, but maybe that's not that good of an idea. So it looks like this dude's actually in his death animation. Let's grab the... That's tough. We're starting to see occlusion from the hill because they're in the dip. Can I... Is there a... Yeah, halt. I'm hoping that canceled that order. I just want them to basically fire at anything that they can hit easily. Okay, so these guys are taking stuff from the Plague Priest. And they're breaking up pretty badly. Get ranged firing on these guys. If I summon... You know what, let's see if we can pin them with these guys. Take orders. There we go. There's not really any sense in trying to chase these guys off. We're just going to eat some ranged fire here. The Warp Lightning Cannons can get them, though. The other thing we can do is plague them, although actually that's probably not a good idea. Because my suspicion is that they will just ride out of it. Okay, the enemy is kind of closing, but also cowards. Also a lot of cowards going here. Alright, let's just start committing, I guess. We've waited long enough. Let's get in here. After all, our guys are never going to get to explode if we don't start moving them forward now. Actually, these guys should just move up. I know that this will drive the cavalry back, which is not really the purpose of it. Let's see if we can get the storm vermins in here. But I want them to be able to do a wraparound. Alright, just get up there and murder something. Okay, who else needs to move forward? You have no orders. There we go. Those guys broke as soon as they hit the storm vermin. That's pretty funny. Okay, it's not necessary for you to let's go ahead and devote a couple units of plague monks to chasing these archers. I'm sure they will be successful at killing the archers if they can get close enough. And let's start using some magic. Let's do that. Shoot some rockets. And then also, we have somewhere in here a plague priest. This seems like a good time to drop a plague. Try to drop it in such a way that it doesn't murder my own guys too much. Alright, this guy is anti-armor. So, like, engaging him on executioners and stuff is probably a good idea. Looks like they don't really have any interest in bringing around cavalry to this side, to the point that I think maybe it's better to just move these guys up. Although if I give them the opportunity, well, whatever. We're going. If I give them the opportunity, maybe they will change their minds, is definitely a concern. You guys focus up on that. Okay, I think we're basically good. Get marching. Start putting up some additional rats here. Trying to run around the plague a little bit. It's actually doing some pretty good damage. These guys are very reliant on their hydras, which unfortunately is not really working out for them. Okay, I don't know how this purple murderous rage thing actually works, but it sure does seem like they get it earlier and earlier every battle, doesn't it? Okay. I have some units out here who should be fighting enemies and are instead not doing that. Where's my assassin? Don't let him get away. A lot of our artillery are trying really hard to catch him. Let's see if we can muck him down. Actually, we don't really even need more. Like, a lot of their units are already breaking. So, more than putting more units down, let's buff up the units we do have. Okay, yeah, our assassin is shredding this dude. Things are not going well for him. We can't even see the fight through all the spell effects. Okay, pretty much how I thought things were going to end up. See these hydras being chased off the battlefield with slings. Okay, that time the game admits. Decisive. As it should be. Vanquish Hydra Blood, but with an extra S in there, so that it's cool. It's like when you put a lowercase x, and then an uppercase x, and then a lowercase x at the beginning and ending of your AIM screen name. Those little flourishes, you know, that's what makes you really edgy. Okay, pretty great. Pretty great outcome. And I guess we'll take the replenishment because we need to be ready to do stuff. And now we've got to head back down south. I think I'm still concerned about that. Oh. We're able to retreat. You know, I kind of thought because we had the ambush on her that we would kill most of them, but apparently not. That's fine. We'll handle it. So we're pretty badly injured. I wonder if it is maybe a bad idea to go after them this turn. Maybe we just move alongside them? Am I close enough to get reinforcements from... Oh, I am. We'll get reinforcements from the marks. So yeah, actually, let's do it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, lost a couple units of clan rats there. No big surprise. So we have banished the Dark Elves from our lands. Unless they want to turn around all those other armies, in which case I guess they are still going to be in our lands. Alright, so let's finish normal moving. We'll recruit some new clan rats to fill the hole that we just lost there. Okay. And yeah, they're mostly on the run. But I want to fall back.
Hooded one watches me.
Oh, that's right. I have you in here because of the replenishment. Can we get you back over the... I can just get over the border if I march. It'll be fine. Let's do this. We get back over the border, back in friendly territory. And if this city falls again, I honestly don't care. Its entire purpose in life is to slow people down when they come from the north, so they don't get to Itza in time to beat us there. Alright, so we're actually gaining money now, but that's not a good thing. We need to start recruiting another army. Again, I'm really nervous that another wave is going to spawn, or maybe like multiple more waves. It's got to be difficult here at the end, right? So why don't we start recruiting a new army, and again, we'll pass it off to Skrolk when he respawns. So it doesn't super matter who the lord is, unless one of these lords has a bonus to recruitment. No, nobody does. So we'll just pick somebody who has nice high loyalty. It would be cool if it could be a Plague Gracier. Yeah, whatever, you'll do. Rat Surge.
A true disciple.
Ancient Cunning. Always Ancient Cunning. And then, yeah, we'll just grab... We'll start recruiting units. So, what are we going to need? We're going to need... And this has been going pretty well. Having a couple units of Halberd Storm Vermin has really, actually, I think, turned out to be pretty important. So we'll summon a lot of these dudes. And then, like... Alright, that's 2 turns of recruitment via the local pool, and then we'll use the global pool to just grab our filler. It only takes 2 turns to get Death Globe guys from here. Honestly, I'm having such a hard time using the Death Globe dudes well. Okay, there we go. It's 2 solid turns of recruitment. We are not upgrading buildings. I don't know why I'm even looking. Alright, so this is the 10 turn mark. If a whole bunch of scary stuff was going to spawn, my guess would be that it would spawn at either 10 or 5. Those are numbers that feel significant to human beings, so that's where I think the developers might have put extra spawns. Let's see what happens with these Dark Elf armies. Are they going to keep heading north? Actually, I think Admiral Sid was still headed south. It was just the armies that were leaving. The weird Dark Elf Navy, I have no idea how the mechanics of this thing work. I'm pretty sure was still headed south. But I don't know, like, this is a black arc or a dark arc or something. Bleak arc, sad arc, something like that. I don't know how it works. Can it attack cities? So it looks like the arc is the Lord, effectively. Oh, these armies that were headed north are turning around. Or is this might even be a new one. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they're definitely bringing in more armies from the north. That seems crazy to me, given that they just had to retreat a bunch of armies toward the north. I mean, who knows what's going on in the head of a Dark Elf, right? Maybe whatever happened up north is resolved. Now Uriel has stopped going north and he's just going to head to Chotek and then come back down. Who knows? Right, Clan Moors is actually showing as more powerful than I am now, so this would be a really good time for them to start caring about my well-being. You know, it's like if I win, sort of they win. The Skaven faction wins. Doesn't that counts as a win for everybody? That's how Skaven society works, right? They're really all for one and one for all. Oh. Okay, we get a halfway cinematic.
Master Falskrig, most unexpected. Important time is this. The most holy of bells shall be scatterleaped onto the device of doom and curses. Yes. But I have studied the voice, not for controlling Vortex. Finally, you see the truth. A different purpose it has.
Oh yeah? I want to see the truth. What is the truth? What is the purpose?
The fabric of reality was torn, and from the realm of ruin, the Skaven's horned god visited its creatures.
Oh.
Clever child, it whispered with the voice of 1,000 screeching rats. The celestial event that weakened the Vortex was of Skaven design. A parody of the true comet. The Council of 13 were architects of this grand manipulation. They ordered the devious contraption built. Its task complete and fuel expended, the rocket fell back to the surface. When the wreckage was discovered, its purpose remained unclear until now. It was the catalyst to weaken the Vortex and goad the other races into action. Every ritual cast, the magic was stolen, absorbed into the horned rat's bell.
This is actually a really good plan.
Now soaked in ritual power, the bell will be placed in its great carriage, made by the claws of the Scribe's clan, and moved to Ulthuan's heart. If it tolls 13 times, the horned god shall emerge from the Vortex. But there is a cost. The sacrifice of an entire clan. The horned god demands the chosen are made ready.
You know, I can imagine just such a clan.
The Horned One has spoken! And your clan will be fed to him. You betrayed this clan. No. This was Council's desire all along. See gift. A bell clapper given to me. And whichever clan has their blood spilt on it when the bell tolls will be sacrificed. Tell your lord, spill blood here. No. Tell him.
This is fucking intense.
Council will stop ritual. Send many clans. Gracia clan, give their souls. Now we are horned rats favored. Yes.
Dude, I'm on the Scribe's side. I think he's got the right of this.
Grey Seers sought to bring the horned rat into this world behind your back, mighty lord. Yet their treachery has been repaid.
Well,
the glory they wish to steal from you shall be rightfully yours.
Uh-oh.
Continue your course of action.
They spawned south of my armies.
Yourself.
Recruit some rat ogres to get 30 warpstone. You know, I don't need 30 warpstone. Hey, Queek, I could use a little bit of help. Yeah, this is bad. I need them to not be south of me because they're gonna be able to hit Itza right away. Well, like I said, so it looks like we maybe don't need to go south then. I'm glad I didn't run very far south. Like I said previously, boy, I started a sentence and immediately forgot what I was... I'm sure it wasn't important. It was just something I was saying. How could it matter? This is definitely the clan I was thinking of, though, as far as sacrifice goes. So, do these guys have any heroes by any chance? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, that's a shame. My poor agent here really can't interact with that army in any way.
Open the book of wow.
These guys also don't have any agents. These plague priests have been doing fine work so far, but it looks like their period of relevance has maybe passed. So there's no way for me to... Actually, it looks like we... No, we can't quite. The little dotted line tells you where our normal movement ends. We cannot quite get close enough to attack any of them this turn. This is Titchett's army, so this is one of our fast armies. Ooh, okay. He could get close enough to get one this turn. So if we march hard, I'm a little concerned that if we like march hard on these guys, we're going to get all murdered during their turn. But if we can break off one or two of them, like if we can go 3 armies to 2 armies, or even maybe get lucky, pull an ambush, obliterate this guy, and then have my 3 stacks all together, we'll definitely get killed. We will definitely lose in the in the thing where they then dogpile us with 6 guys. But I have to do something. Especially since when they dogpile us, there's a pretty good chance that they will just get an ambush off and we won't even be able to use all of our stacks. This is really bad. Like, really bad. So we don't want to approach them right now. We need to wait for them to come apart a little bit. We're going to lose Itza. I don't think there's any chance of holding Itza. But what we can do is rebuild it before the ritual ends. So we just got to clear these guys out. Actually, you know what? I'm saying we're going to lose Itza because I'm thinking they'll hit it this turn. But maybe they won't, right? Because they... This area is notoriously difficult to move through. I've had trouble with it the whole game. Also, out of curiosity, nope. These guys are not at war with our ally. Okay, well... Here's what we're going to do.
What?
I'm going to set a war coordination target on one of these Dark Elf armies. The Dark Elves seem upset about that. And maybe, if we're very lucky, Queek will handle this for me, because I really have other concerns now. And do I want to start summoning another army? My concern is that obviously that will be very expensive. But we're going to need another army for sure. Like, absolutely for certain. 3 turns, 2 turns. Yeah, I think we have to start summoning another army. The global recruitment pool is completely consumed for another turn. I really thought down south was going to be, like, because they had already spawned to the north. I figured that another wave would come from the other side. So we will... Yeah, we have to do this. We're going to hemorrhage money for a little while, but it's important that we get as many troops on the ground as possible here. Get inside. Oh, he's 1 skill point short of getting Draftmaster. That's a shame. Draftmaster would be really nice here. Recruitment cost down, I guess. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get recruitment cost all the way up, because this lord's not going to lead this army for very long. And then we'll just grab bodies through the local pool. I don't know that we want to grab anything particularly fancy. No, let's just get rats. So... There's a 25 armor difference. I'm debating whether I want to just get all Plague Monks or not. 34 attack, 25 defense. 35 weapon damage and anti-infantry. I think I am just gonna grab monks. They're much more expensive too. But I think this army is going to be in battle very soon. Not during this next enemy turn, but the one after, is my guess. Okay. So what do we do with these guys? I really don't think it's a good idea to just charge forward. But we should all sort of array around Chakwa. I don't think I want to put anybody in Chakwa, so that the enemies can't do the thing they did last time with the sieging us to lock an army out of battle. That said, I don't know that they'll come north at all, but I think we should be prepared for them to. So what's probably going to happen here is they're going to split off. My guess is if we don't present them with a really juicy target, they'll do what they did last time, and a couple of them will go east, and a couple of them will go to, like, Quitax. I can't probably stop them from burning Itza, but I can seriously injure the couple of stacks that come down here, and then kill them right afterward, and then rebuild a little bit. Here's hoping. So there's nothing for him to do, really. I guess just stay nearby so that you can hinder replenishment after they get battled. But we're still definitely not spending any money. Alright, this would be a really good time for the Dark Elves to just leave me the hell alone. I don't want to fast forward because I do want to have a pretty good idea of what's going on with both the Dark Elf armies and with, obviously, the invading armies. But also, I feel like we could just skip Hexawaddle's turns at this point. I know technically they're the other player in the ritual race, and so I suppose their turns could be important. But let's be honest, their turns are not important. So right now we only see 3 Dark Elf stacks. And then we got the whatever's going on with that Black Ark. I would love to figure out the mechanics of the other races, but I might have to take a little bit of a Total War Warhammer break, because this campaign has been a little draining. Man, that guy's really not moving very far. What is Dread Expansion? I guess I could have read that by mousing over it last turn, because he was sitting over there in that stance. Oh, interesting. It allows them to recruit units from it and gives them significant replenishment bonuses, it looks like. Okay, that's pretty cool. Those are neat mechanics. Okay, so those guys are still massively more powerful than me according to the Balance of Power bar, but as we've seen, the Balance of Power bar does not have a good sense of whether or not they can defeat my armies. Boy, I really wish Queek could help a brother out with this. These guys are treacherous. I know they weren't actually planning to sacrifice his clan yet, but we don't have to tell him that. We could tell him our own version of events. So are these guys at the end of the turn order then? Oh, I didn't check in on the college. I don't know what the college is up to. Okay, they are running some dudes up to the north. That's good. If they want to bring like 2 or 3 stacks north while moving the other stacks in other directions, even toward Itza, that's probably the best outcome for us. If they bring all 7 stacks north, that's not that good. Although it does mean Itza will survive. Okay. This could be bad. Well, this is the largest battle we've fought so far. The good news is, Chakwa's pretty built up, right? No, Chakwa's one that... How recently has Chakwa burned down? I actually don't know. Well, let's bring all the rats we can bring. It is pretty important that this work out for me. So let's actually look at their army composition. They got a lot of Storm Vermin, some Death Runners. There's a Hell Pit Abomination, some Rat Ogres that I'm not too concerned about. I see quite a few Doom Wheels. Yeah, a lot of Storm Vermin. There's 4 Doom Wheels between the armies. There's a catapult in each army. Okay, balance of power bar has us pretty negative here, so we gotta fight it manually, and this is the battle where losing it does not, like, sink us or anything. So we might be able to win, we might not. If we can survive this battle, I think that pretty much ends the threat, since we have healthy armies coming up from the south. And if we lose this battle, but we still do a lot of damage in the losing, that also is pretty good for us. This is going to be... Man, this is going to be a huge battle. There's like 8,000 versus 8,000. Something in that neighborhood. And their units are generally better than ours, but we also know that their command is, let's be honest, just less impressive than mine. I'm nervous, though. I'm like real nervous. I don't think this is going to go very well. We have the defender's advantage. They're going to have to actually, like, come through the gates and stuff. But they have a lot of dudes. And while Rat Ogres are not good for very many things, they do seem to destroy a gate pretty quickly. I'm real down on Rat Ogres. Alright, 23 is fine. Let's figure this out. So I feel like we've defended this settlement against huge battles many times. I don't remember if it's always been Chakwa or if it's just that there aren't that many Skaven settlement maps. But we've definitely had this map a whole lot. So it's important to put slingers on the walls, right, so they can do some damage while stuff is incoming. But it's also important to remember that we need, like, fighters on the walls for when enemies get up there. Night Runners actually seem to be pretty okay at fighting. But should we... I don't really have any good fighters in this army anyway, actually. All I have is clan rats, and they're, you know, they're not great. Right, we need somebody to fall back and cover this. Experience tells me that we're probably going to see a more focused push on this side. Tends to be the way the AI likes to roll. Let's grab this unit of slingers, pull them over to this tower, and I'll man this tower over here with normal clan rats. This should do. Okay, the Rat Ogres, I guess, are fine where they are. Okay, they'll be able to start firing immediately. And I guess we're not really guarding all the doors. Feels like sort of poor sportsmanship on the AI's part that they focus their attacks so much on this gate every time we do this, but also the default setup position has no units at this gate. Alright. This guy's a Warlock Engineer. He probably actually should be back here. These dudes are separated enough from everything that if we... Oh, come on. Don't run in so quickly. I'm going to spawn our first unit of Menace below right here. I'm just hoping that we will... I have 12 Warp Bombs. Okay, hold up. So they use theirs as well. I don't know why theirs go off faster than mine. Okay, they spawned it at the base of the wall. Nah, I'm not that worried about that. That's not so bad. And the game is doing the weak animations. Well, we're getting lightninged. Wow, that is a lot more lightning than mine shoots. That's kind of... Okay, that did some good damage, though. The fools. They opened up my warp bomb. Okay, we're getting some okay damage dealt here. Feels like they got to the wall really quickly, doesn't it? Okay, those guys are off the catapults for the moment at least. They're bringing in their reinforcements very slowly. Okay, let's go manage our own reinforcements real quick here. So you guys need to... Let's see, they're hitting the walls here. They actually didn't go to this side at all. Unusually enough. Maybe it's because I defended it. So I'm going to have these dudes run over here. This tower's not shooting at anything. Let's move these guys over. I'm not 100% sure. Like, if I tell these guys to move to here, I'm a little concerned that they'll get off the wall, like, outside the city. Also, I'm a little concerned about the fact that I'm not getting arrows confirming my orders. Makes me feel like maybe my orders are not being processed, but we'll trust for the moment. And I mean, honestly, just everybody here move up. Right? Like, let's get over here and I'll figure you out one by one later. It is going to take us forever to get to anywhere meaningful. Alright, yeah, just... Alright, their crew is still running away from the weapons. It's good enough for me. And they keep summoning their reinforcements outside of the wall and everything. Which is, I mean, like, if they summoned them inside the wall, that would not go that well for them, probably, but... Also, it just seems kind of bad. Why summon them at all? That being the situation, right? Okay, we're getting some good damage done here. The range on this spell is pretty wide, but okay, it's not wide enough for him to hit. This spell is not good against, yeah, single units. Okay, the Doom Wheel's waiting patiently for me to kill them. It's nice. We got reinforcements coming up. Alright, this was a good choice, I think. Putting real fighters up on this wall. Night Runners are eager, but currently losing. They still haven't remanned their siege weapons. They're kind of getting... Okay, here we go. Listen, they're kind of getting shredded, though. Honestly, they're not winning right now. This is a good time for everybody to sort of arrive at the same time here. Alright, I'm pleased that we got so much damage on the Doom Wheel before it got inside. That's probably really good for us. Okay, so where are our casters? He's working hard to get over here. This is Otherlock. Otherlock should, like, try to engage the Doom Wheel. He is probably capable of shredding a Doom Wheel very quickly. Toxer. This Warlock Engineer could probably just chill out right here. He's doing a... Actually, this is the Warlock Engineer who's from the settlement garrison. I ran him over thinking, you know, Warlock Engineers need to be near the thing. But actually, he probably doesn't have any relevant Warlock Engineering skills, does he? Like, him being close to these is not giving them extra fire rate or anything. So we'll get Titchet over here. Get Rat Surge over here. The good Rat Surge, not the other one. Yeah, we're going to lose these walls. but I'm actually not that worried about it. To the point where I kind of think like maybe let's abandon this area entirely. Like we'll fight these guys as they come through the bottleneck here. And if they want to come down south and go around, I'll have plenty of time to respond to that. So just bail out of there. We'll give up the wall when they finish taking it. I don't know what his weapon crew is doing. That's crazy. Is there anything I want to, like... I kind of think I want to hold my clan rat summons. I don't think we're in a particularly good position for them right now. Yeah, let's just keep fighting. Okay, we got Hell Pit Abominations and stuff. Can Toxer fight a Hell Pit Abomination? I bet he loses that fight, right? He should try to get in here on the Doom Wheel. Do we have another unit of swords or another unit of spears over here? We really don't, huh? I'm gonna pull the rat ogres out of here. There's no reason for them to be right there. Alright, and as soon as we have a real caster over here... Were they summoning dudes? Still outside the walls. It's fine by me. Oh, this isn't the right caster. Where is... I need a plague priest. Here we go. Alright. Flesh, the Warlock Engineer can drop a lot of pain right into the entry there. Where's... yeah, this guy. Honestly, we're kind of like... yeah, okay, they're casting their stuff. We're kind of like shredding them over here, though. Somebody... yeah. My priests can just go and engage on their large dudes, I think. They're pretty good fighters. Oh, wow. Clash was removed from combat forcibly. It's better run. Get him. It's taking forever to cast. They're going to be out of the range. Oh, no, that was pretty good. Okay. So we have some normalized clan rats. It is time now to start taking the wall, or taking these guys on. So we'll commit some normal clan rats. I honestly, like, with these guys having as much armor over plague monks as they have, I don't think this is going to go too poorly. We'll lose, but we won't lose by a huge amount. And when the plague monks actually get in on us, we'll start using Menace Below charges on their backsides, and we'll probably be fine. And honestly, we're pretty well holding here. Where'd Toxer end up? Sorry, there's a lot of pausing and stuff. I know it's maybe not the most exciting to watch, but I am very devoted to getting this battle as effective as possible. Oh, no, wait, screw that. Their lord came inside. He is definitely dead. Yeah, look, Toxer is shredding this dude. We're not going to be able to see very good animations, sadly. No, it's not. It's not worth looking at that range. Who's fleeing? What now? Okay, you guys got back to friendlies and remember that you are brave when surrounded by your own dudes. Yeah, let's bring our sensor bearers and stuff over. What do we have? We have new units slowly trickling in. Every time one of our units gets wiped out, a new one will show up, and of course we're going to have clan rats dying left and right. These are halberd storm vermin. These are guys that need to be over here yesterday. Those guys will be really useful. You catapults, for some reason, have turned. I need a little bit more, like, yeah, this way. And they're coming, man. Like, their reinforcements are coming. It's going to be a long time before they're out of units. I wonder if it's possible to morale break the battlefield so badly that the other units come in immediately fleeing. Actually, let's pull our, let's pull our rat ogres around this side. These guys are not actually in a useful place, but we could get them around here and they could flank. Okay, they're still summoning dudes outside the wall. That's nice. It's nice of them to do it that way. Let's start summoning dudes on the backside of these slingers. Try to withdraw this dude. Nope, he's dead. Can I get a caster over here, somebody? Oh, we could do the dreaded 13th spell. Yeah, so we'll summon some units of storm vermin right on them. And when this is cast, it causes an explosion, right? I'm not sure exactly what, like... Oh, wow! Holy crap! Well, we just won this front. At least what's currently devoted. Starting to look a little thin over here. What's up with their lord? Is he still alive? Toxer do his job? Okay, I don't know if he died, but... Toxer at the very least drove him out. Here's their weapon team, for some reason. Alright, Toxer needs to get on this warlord. Okay, their Hell Pit Abomination's just about to die. Let's get over here. This is where the next big part of the battle is going to be. Alright, they're slowly coming over. One really good thing about this, the fact that they are apparently afraid to use the gates, is that climbing over the wall is extremely tiring. So I get one more cast of the dreaded 13th spell. We'll save it for a crucial moment, I think. But that was very effective. I was very impressed with that. Let's hit these dudes in the back. Where is... I need Plague Caster. You. Let's get... You guys need to be a little closer. Okay. That's going alright. God, there's a lot of them. Their abominations coming back in for a second go. Toxer's actually doing a fantastic job. He is really crushing people. Oh, what is this? What is this spell they're casting? Get all the way into the gap. Hold up. Okay, there they are. I found them. I should have been cycle charging these guys this whole time. It's not great for me that I haven't been. Alright, and we pulled a Plague Caster over here for the purpose of messing these dudes up. I gotta remember to actually do it now. Honestly, Plague is maybe not even the best way to do this. Let's just drop... Honestly... The AP damage of this breath is not very good, but we're dealing with Skaven here. There's not a lot of armor to go around. Okay, my catapults maybe need some specific orders. They seem to be not doing a great job. Okay, we're getting a lot of good retreats. People very eager to leave the city once they get inside. Where are the catapults aiming? Hold on. I mean, I want them to aim this way so that they can catch these units coming into the wall and stuff. I wish they would focus on the outside. But if I give them specific orders, they will, like, surrender everything to follow those orders. They will chase stuff, and guard mode seems to be buggy, at the very least. Certainly doesn't work the way I would expect it to. You guys get like way in here. You guys need to get all the way over here. And we'll micromanage these rats a little bit now. Get them in the back. Okay, where's Warlock Engineer? Actually, you'll do. Get some good warp lightning. Nothing's really grouped up enough to Warlock Engineer it over here. How's Toxer doing? Is he, like... He hasn't actually taken any damage. He's been shredding people pretty good. Yeah, I mean, the gate is so plugged. Nobody's getting in here. Find a way over here. Pull the rat ogres back out because new stuff's coming in. Okay, somebody with summons. Give me... Honestly, we don't really even need to put more dudes down over here. How about somebody with warp lightning? Give me some warp lightning. I don't want these spears chasing us down. Yeah, that was pretty effective. I need to get a unit of storm vermin or two over here, like sword and shield storm vermin. Okay, we're doing a good job holding this front. Everybody seems to be pretty healthy. Let's move our priests so that they're not directly in front. And actually, we need a plague priest over here so that we can be pulsing the poison effect to everybody too. Yeah, it seems like things are mostly going pretty poorly for them. I can't believe these slingers have held out as long as they have. Just keep raining catapult fire onto them. It looks like the AI... The AI is supposed to have additional catapults, weren't they? Huh, I don't know where they are. And our ranged units on the walls are still doing pretty good damage. Our artillery are occasionally shooting our ranged units on the walls, which is, you know, I guess just sort of a consequence of Skaven. It's just Skaven being Skaven. So they're going to trickle guys in over the wall here, and we're fine with that. That's going to work out just fine for me. Okay, we're starting to have enough guys over here to, like, form a good wall. Let's keep rolling our various abilities to increase the winds of magic. We need to keep this stuff on cooldown so that I still have spells. Okay, the Hell Pit has reasserted itself. I would love to actually kill this thing. Toxer, get it! It's a single figure, you're really good at fighting those. Alright, they've got stuff. Okay, it's broken. It will leave the battlefield now. Although if he killed it, that would have an effect on the enemy morale. Just fall back. I wish we had more of our own siege stuff in here. It's like additional catapults would be really cool. Okay, what's up? I had a notification there for a second. I'm so used to ignoring those notifications. I wish I had more powerful, like, area damage stuff. Let's wait, let these guys engage, and we'll figure stuff out then. Alright, we could probably afford to cast a spell or two here. They seem to be having a little freak out over there. It's a good opportunity for some of this stuff. We can also probably get some profitable warp lightning casts off here. And yeah, they're just taking damage for being near my plague priests. And yeah, my my poor computer. God, there's just so many of them. We're getting there, though. And I have to say, like, the scale of this is impressive. Let's keep looking for... Alright. Gotta keep watching my extra winds of magic cooldown, so we can keep those things running as best we can. Oh wow, do we have some warp lightning available? This is beautiful. Oh no, it's gonna cast it up there. The targeting thing moved. This should be fun. Actually, it still did damage to them, it looked like. This is just the graphic was up here. The damage happened on the floor. Yeah, that is effective. I hate when they yell, "Don't squirt." I hate it whenever they talk about squirting Musk. This is my least favorite thing. Okay, wait, what is this? These guys are Globadiers. This is where we get those rat ogres back in. I ran them kind of far away because I was really concerned about getting hit by the spears that were coming down off the wall. Let's see if we can get a charge in on these guys. Okay, these guys are starting to break. As they back up, we can push forward into the breach. Because I'd like to be set up here so that we can get a nice concave going. And I mean, I guess we don't have to let them... Well, if I summon clan rats, they're just going to get shredded by these storm vermin, though. God, there's a lot of enemies coming. They're really not doing their job over a very large area, though. And we have a lot of fresh troops yet. I'm going to bring these gutter runners in. They can be doing some firing. Actually, you know what would be really good is if we could get them over to here. Alright. Broken clan rats is pretty much whatever. That's just clan rats being clan rats, right? Let's get some ranged in over here. And then we got fresh units coming in as well. Should definitely head this way. Okay. Let's pay attention to these rat ogres a little bit. Make sure I don't accidentally get them murdered. Okay, we are actually, like, pretty low on wins already. I think the wins that we have done have been pretty well used. It's just... Oh, hey, an enemy character. Toxer, can you make your way over here? Alright, we're gonna have to charge these guys. The good news is... this has them distracted. So get our charge on and then immediately try to disengage. And send these guys in on the back here. Is Toxer making it over? No, he got stuck. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. I believe in you. Oh, well, we did a pretty good job of pulling these guys to the side. Oh, wait. Go back. I thought you were going to get to hit him in the back. I don't actually want you to be in front. Okay, Toxer's making it. Apparently my hidden units are being revealed. I guess our gutter runners probably keep... some of the runner units keep going into stealth, I would imagine. Alright, so our units of spears are slowly dying over here. Alright, let's team up on this dude. I may have over withdrawn my sensor bearers. Okay, yeah, they're gonna lose that engagement pretty thoroughly. This is going well for us, and we have fresh troops we can run in over here as well. Still getting some pretty good shots out of the catapults. They've got to be pretty close to out of ammo, right? Yeah, they're getting there. Alright, you guys should start moving forward, probably. Yeah, we've just got a lot of troops everywhere. Right, a little bit more reserve. Wait. Pause. Okay. This might be a really good time for a warp bomb, actually.
Enemy rats!
Okay, yeah, it almost completely eliminated those globadiers. Is this storm vermin? Yeah, alright. Keep an eye out for enemy characters, because I want to make sure Toxer is on them as soon as they show up. He seems to have lost interest in this one. But every enemy character we can assassinate is a little bit more leadership lost to our enemies. Okay, their units are starting to break. Unfortunately, that just means that a lot more stuff is coming in. Get them from the side. Actually, these storm vermin are losing. I mean, granted, they were damaged a little bit already. Get my units slowly falling out. I gotta remember to keep activating that buff. So we're back up to 17. You know what? I actually would really like to do the dreaded 13th spell here. So we're gonna have to wait a minute because it costs a lot. What is it, 22? 23? 22. Okay. But, like, if we cast it so that it landed in here, it would just obliterate all those guys. Okay, they're starting to break. Maybe we can get a charge over here. And honestly, a lot of my units are just... A lot of my characters are able to just kind of stand around and provide moral support. At what point are they going to feel so bad about their losses that new units don't really want to come forward anymore? Because I need that point to happen. I could be trying to cast Scorch. We have these free spells. I'm a little reticent to cast them because of the high miscast chance. Possibly taking damage, but maybe I should be using these. Right, if we're not even going to be engaging in melee with these lords. Oh, he definitely miscast there, I saw that. Yeah, ring the bells and stuff. Yeah, disengage.
What? Very good, master. Tailor-Rex, teeth sharp.
Okay. Other Locke's getting involved. He's taken quite a bit of damage already. He does have the Skull still. Where are those sensor bears? Okay. They're in here. They're fighting. Get these rat ogres to fall out so that I can use them to charge people in the back. Sensor bears. We gotta move our Lord forward too. If we're moving the lines up, it's important the Lord stay far enough forward that his plague effect is falling on people. Honestly, he should probably be closer to the wall over here so that enemies climbing the walls are suffering the plague effect as they're climbing. Okay, we'll be able to get the 13th spell ready to go soon. Yeah, I think we've got it, and it's just a matter of time, but unfortunately it's a matter of quite a lot of time. Still no new artillery coming in. Oh, I'm having new units coming in now. Let's grab these guys and move them toward the front. Okay. These guys are getting absolutely murdered. And yeah, we're having the effect I wanted. We're getting some good plague effects on stuff as it's coming down off the walls. This unit of sword and shield storm vermin up front. I should probably cast something. We're sitting here at 30 wins. Honestly, it's not a bad situation for a warplayer. Yeah, the graphics hitting up here, but we're definitely getting all the damage down there. And these are real units breaking, so units that don't have the expendable trait have a serious morale effect on nearby friendlies when they break like that. So we should be seeing a lot of like semi-constant breaking as stuff comes in and sees other things fleeing past it, you know. Oh no, hidden foes. Death runners. Are my catapults just out of ammo? Actually, remarkably, they're not, but they're also not firing, and I'm not sure why. Ugh, more abominations. We've got more stuff trickling in. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything for me to do here. We're winning the fight everywhere. It's just a matter of time. And as our tired units either die or have to flee, we'll keep cycling in fresh units. I'm pretty sure the towers have infinite ammo. I don't see an ammo meter on the tower, so I guess holding this wall would be good because it would mean we could infinitely fire at incoming enemies. We also have a ton of charges of summons left, both Menace Below and just a huge amount of like Vermintide and Pestilent Birth and stuff. Where did... Oh, he's right there. He's so much smaller than my other lords. It's so easy to lose him. They're starting to get through a little bit over here. Let's add to the press of bodies, I suppose. I'm pretty sure that units that are engaged, like, I don't think... You know, I guess I don't know this. I was assuming that Vigor was not tracked on a per-figure basis. That it was as long as any part of the unit is fighting, the unit is getting more tired. Maybe that's not true. There's so many guys in here. I really want to drop a big spell, but I also want to hold the 13th for if things get weird. Yeah, jeez, look at him break. Something about getting hit by lightning seems not to agree with my opponents. Did you guys fall back? Where's that unit of Sword and Shield Storm Vermin? You guys are supposed to be up here doing stuff. Oh, wow. We're not even really going to need this charge because they have already mostly broken. I guess there's some danger that they could, like... They could get their stuff together and start putting ranged units up on the walls, and that would be a little bit more of a problem for me. It could be that we should just put Toxer in. Like, he doesn't really have a lot of stuff to fight still. They're going to be slowly trickling in lords, but... I kind of want to, like... I wonder if it would be a bad idea to fast forward the battle. It'll be a lot harder for me to respond to things happening, but... Oh, Titchet needs to back up a little bit. I don't want him fighting this thing. Because Titchet's health we're using a little bit as a resource, since he has his rod that increases our wins, but deals damage to him and stuff. Definitely keep running this buff. I gotta keep remembering that. You know what, let's cast something a little bigger. This Crack's Call through the gate here should be pretty good. I want to see this go off. It's happening so slowly. I think it happened, but it's mostly underground. Or mostly underneath the guys, so I can't really see it. Funny thing is, we have a lot of like clan rats and stuff in here. When these units start breaking, we have to cycle in fresh troops. It's going to get so much worse for them because our fresh troops are going to be much better fighters. Yeah, they're going to do a very, very slow job of losing. Just kind of frustrating, actually. Yep, charge is completely depleted. Just going to keep running these on cooldown. We'll get to cast the spell every minute or two. Storm Vermin are in on this guy. I mean, they're working him. He's losing. But he's going to eat a lot of normal Skaven on the way out. Yeah, we have dudes just breaking and running from the walls. Let's, can this tower maybe focus? Is that guy in range of the other tower too? Oh, we've lost control of this tower. I should probably put somebody up there and get it back. I don't know anything about the traits of the tower attack, like if it's anti-large or anything, so I don't actually know if it's effective or not to do that. These guys having no armor would be good for us. Okay, let's grab some. Let's grab a fresh troop or two. We just need bodies over here. We are slowly taking attrition damage over here. This actually might be a good place for some spell casting. Or some of this. The gutter runners are doing a good job of just pouring damage into dudes from the back, or from the side as they're approaching us. Cavalry charges are breaking them. Like, we're getting them running. This is going to take a really long time to get them all to leave this way. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually put a charge on these guys with all of my own dudes in the way. I'm not sure how this works. Let's see. Can we charge through our own dudes? Yeah, that seems to have worked. Keep clicking stuff. Okay. Hell Pit Abomination's just about dead. Here comes another one, unfortunately. Still have a lot of Halberd Storm Vermin, though. Alright, can we overcast this as an AoE? That was expensive, but I'm starting to think that we don't really want to wait forever on some of this stuff. Alright, let's grab these guys. Set them up over here. Looks like we're going to need to reinforce this side a little bit. Toxer, get over here and start cutting dudes out. Right, our lords are engaged in combat over here. Bolster this with some summons as well. I gotta tell you, I'm having some like pretty positive feelings though here. I think we're going to win this. I think we've got it, and it's gonna be absolute murder on these guys, like to affect us in almost any way after this battle. This is gonna break them down so badly. Trying to keep the warp engineer or the warlock engineer basically out of combat. See if we can get Toxer over here. He might be able to make some stuff happen. Okay, over here we just have like enemies constantly breaking. We are starting to get a little thin on this side, though. I wonder if this bar is bugged, because they're not firing at all anymore, and I'm wondering if they actually are out of ammo, and it just isn't showing it correctly. God, there's still so many. Okay, the good news is we have some charges left for dealing with this. Gotta be a little careful with these. I don't want to run all the way out. I also have to be a little careful with his health. He's starting to actually get kind of low from all of the stuff I'm doing that drains his health. Unlock needs to get in there and also be smashing dudes up. He's pretty powerful. There's no reason that he should not be able to fight enemies for like basically the entirety of this battle. You can see they're being affected by fear on account of the unit nearby them breaking. God, how many more Hell Pit Abominations am I going to have to deal with? Dropping the Warp Lightning. Honestly, I think their retreating units might also be affecting the rate of their reinforcements actually coming in, because I think they're clogging the gate. Get some brand new fresh plague monks to come in here. Who's rallying? What's up with these slingers? Why are you... I guess these must be guys who are retreating from this front. Yeah, we're burning down everything that comes down over here really quickly. The attrition's pretty significant, though. There we go. Alright, get some fresh bodies. Oh, absolutely not. No Globadiers. Yeah, I have to say this is a lot more battle than any battle I have yet had. But to be perfectly honest, the way the enemies are sort of trickling in, it doesn't even really feel... It feels like just fighting like 2 or 3 battles back to back more than anything else. Get our warlord in on their warlord. Go forth. Seek the foe. Give him the onslaught. The cavalry charge on these dudes really did not do that much damage. I was kind of hoping that that was going to hurt more than it did. Guy under control. Let's see if we can pull Toxer to fight their lord. Or to fight the new Gracie. Let's come in. Alright, I'm losing camera control. The the game is starting to run so poorly. Are we close to... Yes, we are. Let's run out those arcane conduits again. This would be a great place for the dreaded 13th spell, if only we could cast it. Alright, this is their best chance. If they can wear us down with the push of a bunch of these abominations at the same time, this would be basically the only way I think they can break through. And they're making headway. Look at how much they bulged out here. Running out of ammo left and right. We're never going to have enough energy for the rest of the enough wins for the other cast of the dreaded 13th spell. I think this is the time to use our flash bomb. Oh, that's a dead abomination. Okay, hold on a second. Couple of things. Number one, there are red dudes up here in my backfield, and I'm sure they got here by retreating, but I am annoyed. Yes, they got here by retreating, and then they're going to recover, and then they're just in the back, and they can, like, go to the city center or something. Pretty annoying. These dudes, I think, are probably going to go ahead and flee the battlefield, but we need to pull something back to deal with these. It should be harder to retreat through the enemy. Or, like, your units should try not to. So who's going to fall back and deal with this? Somebody's got to come back here and kill these guys. A unit of Halberd Storm Vermin is a good idea, but I don't think we want to sacrifice somebody that's on this Hell Pit Abomination. He really needs to get finished. So let's grab... We don't really have a lot of fresh units over here. And I'm pretty sure that summoned Menace Below is not going to be useful. Alright, let's grab this unit of Clan Rats with shields, I guess. And Toxer. I know I sent Toxer over here to deal with their Grey Seer. How's that going? Well, I don't see him. Toxer must have done a pretty alright job. Yeah, Toxer's good enough at fighting large single models that he can keep doing stuff like this. He's still at full health, basically. Alright, and now we also want to menace below over here, because they are starting to get artillery work done again. It's unacceptable. These catapults are actually a threat. Now stuff's going to keep trickling in from behind us, so we gotta hopefully get this work done pretty quickly. I imagine mostly the stuff that's going on inside the walls can handle itself, so hopefully we can devote our attention to this for a second. Because this is a place where a good warp bomb is going to be important, I think. Man, our units are really losing morale quickly, considering that they're fighting artillery. I mean, they're getting spooked by the doom wheels a little bit, but still, this is extremely dumb. Okay, well, they're fleeing and they'll be off the map well before they're in warp bomb range. So, the bad news is we're going to lose everything in this area, and the other bad news is that I can't really move my guy. Like, I can't afford to not be here, so... Alright, this is going to work out, I think. His melee defense is probably not terribly important, because I don't think he's going to be... He's not getting attacked. He's just backstabbing things. Right, we're slowly getting through this. Man, I think we're pushing him back. But we might need... No, we're totally winning this front. Yeah, we have him. We're good. We're back to being good. Let's get this group of storm vermin over here. And there's that Grey Seer. He broke, like, extremely early. As soon as this situation's resolved, we need Toxer to finish this guy off, I think. Well, he's getting it done. It's going to take a while. Let's keep buffing all our dudes. Okay, Toxer's actually taking a little bit of damage. Okay, he's basically got this done with. These poor clan rats are going to get slowly murdered by the Doom Wheel until Toxer can turn his attention to that. I can't believe we went so long without having any assassins. They are really useful. I'm going to stay on this thing, though, until it's either dead or actually broken. I don't want it fleeing into the center of town and then recovering its will, and all of a sudden taking control of the city, you know? Well, we have the ability to summon another unit of Menace Below, but I'm pretty sure that if I Menace Below their artillery, the same thing's going to happen, so I think we're just going to have to endure that. Okay, this is a unit of Rat Ogres that have run headlong on purpose into Halberd Storm Vermin, so that should be resolved pretty quickly. And yeah, we're pushing them in. Or we're pushing them back out. Right, another Hell Pit Abomination is fleeing into the city. The Toxer is like a total boss, though. He's just getting it done. And this is actually pretty great. If they want to focus their artillery on those guys, I am 100% down with that.
Yes.
Eating all of the artillery fire is probably the best thing our Rat Ogres could possibly do for us. I just cannot believe how many of these dudes there are. We're holding, though. Remember, it's an endurance battle. You know, we don't need to do anything crazy. We just need to make sure we don't lose. I'm going to run these units across to this side. We need stuff to fill in this this left edge a little bit. But I think we're going to hold the gate for the foreseeable future. Their Gracier's starting to come back online. I don't know if the Toxer's actually going to be able to wade out there. This dude probably needs to drink his regeneration potion. Where is... Oh, you're right there. You just don't have the glow anymore for some reason. Oh, it looks like we're not even getting back any power reserve. I think we've actually run all of the magic in the area out. The only thing I have enough energy to, I have enough winds to one time Death Frenzy one unit, so I guess let's be judicious with it. God. I wish we had more artillery or something. Firing into that unit would be really, really cool. Okay, that's just these guys who are running over here. Just trying to make sure our units in the backfield are behaving sensibly. I wish I could tell the spent catapults to leave. Can I do that? Can I tell them to just, like, get out of here? No. I want them to leave the battlefield so that I can get another unit in. It's like, that's pretty gamey, like, leave the battlefield so more people can show up, but the fact that more people can't show up is also very gamey. Alright, so we've got all the rat ogres in close. Just stay right here on the wall. They're trying to maintain control of the wall, it seems like. They're way more worried about that than actually bringing their troops in a timely fashion. Alright, as soon as those clan rats are gone, I guess if I summon more dudes over here, we're just going to get doom-wheeled again. So I suppose there's no point. Just keep waiting. Keep these towers doing what they're doing. Keep slinging stuff. Yeah, and just wait. Wait for them to realize that they've lost and to give up. It kind of looks like they're all just sort of like milling around near each other. Nobody wants to fight anymore. Everybody's so tired. We should definitely keep popping our buffs and stuff, but aside from that, let's all just relax and enjoy the scale of this ridiculous fight. Also, my camera control's really bad right now. There's not a lot I can do about it. I think my computer's just so stressed from all of the stuff that's on screen. Right up against the wall so that you're harder to shoot with the artillery. Have their doom wheels moved at all? No. They're just sitting here waiting for some kind of threat to the artillery, it looks like. Not a bad strategy. And I mean, it's smart because they couldn't really commit the doom wheels. I'm glad it hasn't struck them that this would be a good place to fire the catapults into. And we have a lot of units that are gathered up over here.
We move! They are now ready.
I guess I'm just giving those catapults more things to shoot at, but I don't know what else to do with my dudes. See, there's a lot of units in here that are like broken, but they don't seem to be able to get out.
Should we run? Flee!
Yeah, and we are handily taking them apart. Poor clan rats. Finally giving up the ghost. Oh yeah, other lock went back to full health. That heal potion is effective.
Enemy rats.
Actually, I suppose sort of in the middle is better. That way he's generating the maximum possible plague output.
Ready now. What orders?
Alright, it kind of seems like the rate of reinforcements is slowing, maybe? We might be getting toward the end of their army. Let's hope so. As much fun as this battle has been, I am, like, very ready for it to be over. Chase those guys. Don't let them just run deeper into our city. So this does just absolutely nothing now, right? Yep, still at 4 power with 0 reserve. Alright. So we still have a lot of charges of summoning, but like there's just nowhere that I think is worth using them. We could try... Here, let's try something. We could try summoning them here. A little bit further from the edge of the map. And maybe by doing this, we'll be able to... they'll take so much damage from the Doom Wheels that we'll be able to blow them up before they get totally past these guys. Because it would be really cool if we could stop the catapults. We're taking good damage here. Oh no, we're breaking faster than we're dying. Come on, come on. Okay, pretty good. That was a pretty good outcome. They're wheeling in even more catapults. Well, this is going to be like the time that all the chaos attacked, right? We're going to break down all of their melee units, and then eventually we're just going to surge forth from the settlement to claim all of the catapults as our own. Although it's actually going to be a little easier this time, because once we get to the point where their whole army routes, the catapults will also route. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen more more of our artillery yet. Because I know we have artillery units that aren't in the battle yet. Just press tight to the wall as best you can. But as long as they still have so much stuff out there, we can't very well send units out to deal with those things. Well, maybe. Where'd those Doom Wheels go? Oh, they're just still over here. They're not even taking the chance anymore. Yeah, that's fair. Sensible, I suppose. Balance of power bar is still in their favor, by the way. Is the allied troop... Is this the... That's the number of guys who are currently on the map versus the total number of guys, I'm assuming? Not, that's not an indicator of how many are still alive out of the total force. Look, these red ogres are going to walk right into the tower. Hooray! These guys get to do stuff. I think it's worth having them up here. I think they're providing a useful benefit. Ooh. Maybe, you know what? Honestly, if they're eating artillery fire, that's also a useful benefit. To a certain extent, we just need to keep the artillery fire off of the main force, because we have a lot of guys grouped up pretty hard here. But let's cycle through our various little buffs. I guess they didn't really need it. They're not fighting anything at the moment. We've got to be getting close to the end here, right? There's stuff breaking left and right. And it doesn't feel like they're running as many things in anymore. comes one of the Doom Wheels. Is this one of the Doom Wheels? Oh, man. It's so hard to move the camera a small amount. Okay, yeah, these are the Doom Wheels that were defending the artillery. Now feel like it's right to come in. So as soon as that Doom Wheel's a little bit more committed, we'll try Menace Below on the artillery again. In fact, that Doom Wheel's committed enough that we should be able to get a good Menace Below off, at least here. I think. We'll see if he turns around. Oh, Secret Slingers. Come on, inflict some real damage. Are the Doom Wheels coming back? They are not. Yeah, they've got to be running out of forces. Okay, we're getting... Oh, I think they're breaking. I think their whole army's about to break. Look at them. Everybody's wavering. Our units are starting to feel tough. Ooh, okay. Well, that was pretty epic. A Pyrrhic victory. Listen, at this point, anything I can walk away from. So, losses. Tremendous, tremendous losses on both sides. It's a shame we can't get a detailed kill count, because I'd love to see for the whole group of armies what the kill counters looked like. Only 179 kills for that catapult. Really? I feel like catapults get that many kills in a normal battle. Alright, obviously we're going to have to end the episode before any more battling can occur. I will decline this attack. This is the new guy who's summoning an army, right? Yes, they're underwaying over to Itza with some of their forces. But they didn't have the normal movement to get to Itza and siege it, so his recruitment will finish. And then our forces really are not in that bad of a shape, probably. Charge Lock was killed in action. Okay, which Charge Lock? I can't even keep my rats straight anymore. I think it's a big problem that there are only like 3 rat names. So that's Charge Lock. That's one of our lesser plague casters, I think. I don't know, man. At this point, it really doesn't matter. Okay. This is where we're going to have to end it for today. Obviously, this has run super long. But I have a great deal of confidence that we're going to be able to break this up now. And for some reason, he didn't recruit all of the units that I must have slightly overclicked. Okay, so we'll run Rat Surge up north. We'll run these guys up north. These guys can collapse in on them from the north. And then we're under control, and we're only 9 turns out. So I think this is it. This is going to be the last one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the series as much as I've enjoyed making it. It has been a slog, but I've had a lot of fun with it. So come back next time. I think we're going to finally be able to wrap this up. A hard-earned victory. And we'll see you then.